Well, guys, we have a tier list for Grow a Garden Zen update. Honestly, I'll be ranking all these pets and see what the best to get in the priority then to the late game. So, first thing first, Starfish. Starfish is really good if you're very new to the game because you need to get 8 slot of pets. So honestly, if you're new to the game, it could be S tier. But if you're in the late game, it's very useless. So it depends on what range on your how long do you play the game. But this pet only give XP by itself. So it's not good for grinding gold. It's just good for grind XP by themselves. That's it. Nothing else. Keep it the word simple. Now we have crab. What the crab does, it give you money. Honestly, if you're very new to the game, I would say it could be B tier or A tier because you need shackles. But honestly, if you're in the late game, they're very useless. But you can make people jump scare, if you have huge crabs. Now we have seagull. It used to be goaded because back then you can delete food, right? And then you get to see every time. A seagull. Then they patch it. So it used to be goaded, but now it's terrible because you only can get it from deleting the shovel by the plant only. We have bunny. It D tier, slightly above the seagull because the seagull you have to delete a plant. So yeah. Bunny just like increase the size 1.5 carat size. It's nothing that big enough. We have dog now. Dog is the most goaded. I mean, the most third goaded digging digging seeds. It can be S tier if you have huge more cooldown reduction, then you get I don't know what the maximum 7%. I think, or it could be 8, depending on your KG. But it's really good if you're early game players. Golden Up is the better version of the dog because dog it have 5%. Golden Lab have 10%. So this is S tier if you got huge, same thing. It give you more drop chance of seed and you have like a minute cooldown every time if you have the regular version. Now we have B. It give you a mutation unless you really need to get pollinated mutation. Honestly, I would say B tier. Now we are Chibabi. I have a huge Chibabi Indu also in the screen right now. So here it is. And when they hit like level 50, it does 16 second digging every time. But I don't know what max though. I did get the glitch because I did the Debasoid glitch with the nimble monkeys. So honestly, this is way better than the Golden Lab and dog, because it have 15%. That is a lot. 15%. You most time I get like grapes, then another grape, bamboo. Sometimes it go like burning bud, burning bud. Then sometimes it give you better stuff. So Shabawi is a better version of Golden Lab and Dog. So honestly, this is the OP pet right now. Currently, I don't know if they're gonna have like 20% later on, then 25 something like that. Flamingo, it kind of like it give you more growth rate faster. Honestly, it could be a C tier if you're not picking up your food. Then it have like some specific range of stud, but I won't say it's OP. Now we got this thing. This is only for summer seed. If you play the summer event, then it's really good. It's really good. It give you bigger size every time. It's like almost like permanent. It feel like permanent, but it's not permanent. Honestly, this could be A tier. It's really good if you really desperately need shekels. Now we got the hybrid pet sea turtle. We give you XP and vet mutation, RNG 20%. Honestly, I'll give it this an A tier if you really need XP and shekels. That's a hybrid carry. Now we have Orchid Monkey. It does crafting. If you don't do crafting, honestly, trash. D tier. But if you craft a lot, I would say A tier or but I don't really use it. So technically sometimes you use it, but I don't really use it. So I honestly put D tier. But this is my opinion. Because some of you might be crafting a lot of things. Crafting. Compared I do. I don't really craft very often. I'm more like the grinder. Now if you have seal, when you sell the pet, there if you chance you can get it back. Honestly, if you have a lot of pet like me, like opening so many chests on the live stream, then if you really use seal, it could be B tier. If you but the problem is you can swap every time of the pets if you wanna get the percentage back. But if you don't really use it, honestly, the D tier. But I would keep it as a B tier, not like super OP. Now we got Honeybee. Honeybee is give you the same mutation, B, but it isn't better than the. It's slightly better the cooldowns. Now we have Wasp. So what is Wasp do? It sting and it gives you mutation. It does the same mutation as the pollinated as regular bee and honeybee, but this thing have one thing extra is the cooldown extinct other player of the pet. So it's slightly above it. So we are now with monkeys. It's just the old one. It used to be S tier, but the new one is not so OP anymore. I would say it's an A tier if you don't have the pet or something, or you're trying to grind or something. to maxing out, but it's a support unit, but it don't do anything. But once you do the glitch, it's broken than the raccoon and all the pets. But now it could be A or B tier. Honestly, I'm gonna put C tier. Not that OP. It's just like increased like 8 seconds now. For some pet, it at like 30%. So it really depends. Now we got Watch, but better version. This is it only 24 seconds. No, I think 24 minutes, and more cooldown is 80 seconds when it's sing on players. No, not players, on pets. So it's a better version of Boss. This is trash. Nobody wants to. Snail is a duplicate fruit, but I would say it's better than Flamingo. And this is more mutation. Honestly, this is the A tier. Moth, it mostly for AFK grinder. That you have to be in the game. You have to. If you don't, it's useless. Let me repeat again. It's useless if you're not in the game. And AFK. Well, let's say 24 hours. If you don't use it when you're in the game, if you don't use it, then it's useless. But if you're in the game, but using moth, it's very useful. So, if you're in the game, it's above A tier, A or S. Now we have macro, it's a mutation, single use, honestly, A tier, it's a mutation, you still need it. But it cannot multiply with a chicken jockey, you cannot stack with those. You have to pick one of those. Macro or the chicken jockey, but now we have the ostrich. Ostrich is the A tier. One reason why. The age. You increase the age instantly. Maybe you get 50, maybe you get 80. But it's RNG based, by the way. You gotta keep on track how many you have. If you have 8 of them, that's really good. So now we have Peacock. Peacock, what it does, it gives you more cooldown. By the radius of the search, I don't know how many search, like 20 search, like same thing like Capybara. But it's RNG. Sometimes don't land on the feather to your pet. Because your pet keep moving all the time. If you expand the garden, then it would be much difficult. But I don't really recommend using this. This is C tier. It's slightly better than the rest of them. Now we have Capybara, the same issue. If you big, if you expand all your garden, you're gonna have less chance of getting XP. Basically, you're nerfing yourself. But if you have huge Capybara, it should be good because it increases a lot of set. If you have huge, I'm not talking about Mega. Mega is very useless on the Capybara, by the way. You're on Rainbow or Golden. That's it. But it's very good for HP grinder. Is it better than Ostrich? It depends what you're trying to get. Let's say if you want to get like Brontosaurus, then it technically can tell your kg at the site, right? Compared when you age up, you cannot see what the size of it. Now we have McDonald raccoon, kangaroo, I think like that. It just random thing. Sometimes it give you Chaco, sometimes it give you cooldown, sometimes it give you moonlit, sometimes it give you red mutation, sometimes it's still fruit, I believe, sometimes. It give you random things. But is it worth it? If you're trying to get something, like mutation, it could be random, right? So this could be A tier, but I don't know where it's slightly above this. Yeah, slightly. Honestly, Toto is almost exactly the same thing. Capybara, I would say. But honestly, I would say Capybara is slightly a little bit worse because you don't get mutation as a long way. I'm playing only talking about the long run. Okay. So now we have the new Zen egg of the tank room. What this thing does, it gives you mutation around the like few set away. It's the same thing as Capybara, but it only does it 3 times at the same spot. And if you so basically if you have 5%, it does it 15 because they do it 3 times. And good for the event. Right now, you want to get it for the event. When the event is done, I will judge this as a B tier. Is it better than? I think it did 20%, right? Yeah, I think it is. Now we have mice. It give you more extra jump. Nobody cares, bro. It's a C tier. And now we have ant. It just get more duplicates. Plants. Like when you collect them, if you have a lot of these, right, it could be very good. But that that's the only thing it does. Now we have mites. It gives you more movement speed, and I don't know what the other one does, but it does the same thing, but slightly better than the jumping version. But this thing is an A tier. I don't know what this thing does, but I've seen people use it. I heard people say good. Technically, it's good, I guess. This thing is the same thing as the blue ant. It's the same thing. This thing used to be so good, then they become a trash, useless, no sad or something. So this one is a better version of the honey, honeybee and regular bee. So it gives you better mutation. So this is better because it gives you honey glaze mutation. Butterfly. I heard of butterfly people say that it could be better or better than the disco bee, but butterfly will guarantee you get the mutation once you have 5. So this could be S tier for the late game. Now we have a inventory slot. This thing is not that OP. It's not that necessary, but unless you really need like a lot of pets in your inventory, I guess. Now you have the mimic octopus. What the mimic octopus? It can probably anything that in your garden of your pet. S tier, or it could be the worst tier if you don't have any good pets. Let's say you only have octopus and I don't know what kind of pet you can have. Like you can have anything. If you have like dragonfly, raccoon, or Shawabi dog, or maybe mole or owl or cook owl, then it could be good. But it based on what kind of pet you have. If you have good pet, it become good pet. But it will pick for it. You cannot pick for it. It RNG. It pick whether in your garden pet. Now you have the new pet. It give you blood, birdlet. It's kind of like a moonlet, but it's a better version. You get more multipliers. It give for shackles and it give you red mutation. So it's better than the sea turtle. It it's the A tier because it give you moon bloodlet mutation. Now we are cold KOI. It's just below 1% for one fish. That's it. Not just OP. I think that's a worst one. It's a C tier, bro. Unless you really pay the rent, then you need it. Now we have red fox. When I compare with the red fox with the dog and golden lab and chibabis, I noticed that people make a meme of it. People make fun of the red fox. It's so terrible. It's worse than a dog and golden lab and chibabis. This is the worst one to get. A mythic pet or divine pet. This is I say I feel so sorry if I put C tier. I think it's a B tier. It's better than the seal and the crab because it give you some seed, but it very low percent. Now we have dragonfly. Dragonfly is actually the best cooldown. I would say it's reasonable why it have good cooldowns on it. So this could be if you cannot get butterfly or rainbow mutation pet, I would say this is your second option of getting McDonald version. Meaning it's McDonald version meaning the fake version but slightly better. So this is Dragonfly for S tier you need it for the like and for the grind checkos. Now we have this Scooby. This Scooby is obviously RNG based because it gives you a chance to get rainbow. Wait, is it? No, it don't give you rainbow. It give you a disco mutation by 20%. So I will put this here. Slightly better than butterfly. Now we got cream bee. It is the same thing as they give you honey glaze and cooldown. I don't know if we give you honey pollinated fruits, but I'm pretty sure it's the A tier because it gives you more cooldowns and honey glaze mutation. Now we have Kasune. Kasune seal pet and give mutation to the other players and to your hand too. Honestly, this could be H S tier for grinding shekels. This thing go trash, no question asked. This thing give you size, I believe. It could be C tier, but I don't know, slightly better than the peacock. And then you have chicken. Chicken give you more 20% yeah, egg reduction faster. So if you really need egg, this is could be C tier, but slightly better than that peacock. Nobody uses it. It's trash. Nobody cares. B tier because it gives you egg hatching faster. Hair tog. If you have good point spiky fruit like spiky mango or prickly fruit, something like that. I think that's what it's called. It's really good for the something has spiked fruits. Yeah, this could be good if you really grinding for the seconds. But if you don't have spiky, then it's a D tier. It goes with the same thing as head talk, but head talk is slightly better than the regular version. Yeah, monkey. It just refund the fruit from selling the your inventory. This could be if you use it a lot, then I would say it's a B tier. If you grind in checkout, then you get refunded. If you have like raccoon or kasune seal fruit, this could be S tier. But if you don't have it, I would say it's a B tier because it's not that crazy. Now if you have cat, it we give you more size bigger. Does the same thing. I think flamingo, Josie, yeah, silly, yeah. Now we have pig, garbage. It give you, it just spin around. It don't do anything. Chicken rooster version. This is the chicken. This is the girl, and this is the guy. I believe. Deer, what? Why didn't know the deer? Trash. I believe this is Canadian, by the way. Cow, I don't know what it does. I'll put trash. I have no idea. Polar bear, it could be a frozen mutation. It could be a B tier. I wouldn't say it's better than kiwi because kiwi give you more cooldown to your egg very fast, like almost every minute. I don't know what this thing does. No idea. No idea. I don't own this. Frog. It's a pet grow fast for 24 hours. Basically what that does. If you have version, it could be good. If you have like bone blossom, right? Then it instantly grow. Now we are mode. Mode is a goat because it give you the gear chop. They can give you master sprinklers, basic sprinklers, sprinklers, and harvest tool, and water can, and they can give you shackles. But it's RNG. They will pick for you. But if you have huge version, it really OP. You know where this go? They shake hands with the Sababi, with the Golden Lab and Dog. But I don't understand why people don't talk about Mo is underrated pet. Nobody talk about these four pets underrated. But some people think they eat trash, but it's actually not. Mooncat. Mooncat is good for this event. Okay, it can give you duplicates and give the size better. S tier. Now we are about to eat out the American salute of July 4th. If you really need like X, I mean like pet X, like the timer reduction fast, then you will need this for. This is the same thing as black kiwi. Do you have black kiwi? Yeah, black kiwi is the same thing, but it's better. But those two are the best duo together. Black kiwi and Bowden Eagle. Turtle, no idea. Not my problem. Snake, you're trash, good. And this thing trash, but I don't use. This is the crate for if you're a designer, if you really need it for the crate. But end of the day, you don't make me checkers, so I put you in the details. But this is the only for the dinosaur. But if you don't use any, if you don't have any dinosaurs, it's trash. It don't do anything. It in the ground in the dinosaurs. This is the crate. If you don't craft a lot, trash. Like me, I don't craft a lot. But this is the raptor. Raptor give you amber mutation, so it's something. Is it better? I think it's for C tier because it only 2% by the way give you mutation and give you more walking speed or movement speed, whatever you want to call it. So you got Tapasaurus. Honestly, it could be like good for like the event and stuff like that, and it could be good for like growing speed and but it only good for like a single use pet. Like if you only have like one plant, it's very good on it. Now we got Sepasaurus. Honestly, it only good for the dino event and dino plants, but it don't work on the other plants. But it only work on the dino event. That's the only reason why. Honestly, it could be good, but sometimes not. I don't think it's really effective to other plants. It's not very useful, and it's not an hybrid support unit to give you shekels. Now we got hamster. It's not very useful. It's only good for people like to craft. So it's not really that important. It's not gonna help the late game. It's only help people who like to enjoy crafting things. Now we have a chicken jockey. Honestly, chicken jockey it really depends, but I don't like it takes so long for the cooldown to get a single mutation because it only 20% chance to get it. And I don't know if this is very valuable or very useful, but the mutation itself is very good. So they could be really a D tier, but honestly, my opinion is a B tier because it's not really effective to me. But some people like it if you have a single big huge pet. huge fruit, then it's very useful. And then we have owl. Could be good, but it's not the best XP grinder for, but it give you every single pet XP. This one I honestly don't know, because I never see. It could be golden mutation, or I don't know, it could be the regular honey bee mutation. Now we have Echo Frog. It's the same thing as the better version of Frog. I've just put him above him, so keep it up to date and let you know which one's slightly better, which one is the same thing, and yeah, hopefully that can help. And now we got Cook Owl. It's a hybrid carry. It gives you almost everything. Okay, it gives you mutation and XP. Honestly, it's the best pet in the game currently right now, cause I never see a pet with XP, with mutation, with cooldown. Imagine they add that, that could be so much broken. Night Owl is just the same thing, but it's just slightly better than the White Owl. It's just the same thing. But now we have another mutation. It does the same thing as Macau. And yeah, I'm gonna put them right next to it, because just give you night cloud type mutation. Now we got Axolotl. It could be really good, but it really depends. But Axolotl is just the same thing as the ant, but it could be any plant, by the way. Any plant with that same percentage. It's the best duplicating plant you can ever own currently in the game. Now we got a Diposaurus. Honestly, it's a hybrid carry, because it gives you two things. It gives you XP and cooldown, but it's RNG based, because it only gives you 5, but they nerf it a lot. Now the dark side of the Diposaurus, because they nerf it to the ground. So it's not very OP, but if you have usage, it used to be more broken, because you can get like huge rainbow Diposaurus. Then that would be way too broken. Then now they make it to cap to 5 venom spread. So the maximum you can get 2,500 XP if you got the rainbow Diposaurus. But if you have the regular version, it's gonna be more lower. Honestly, I won't say very OP as it used to be, but it's still useful as for the XP grinder and the cooldown too. But I'll honestly put him like, it really depends. It could be A or B, but it's a long cooldown, by the way, too. But it's still useful. It's slightly better than the turtle as XP, but it really depends. It's RNG based, because sometimes it give you 5 cooldowns for no reason. Now we got Ankylosaurus. It kind of mid, cause it don't really do anything. It's just seal fruit. Like, people don't seal your fruit if you're in public server, but most time people go VIP server, right? Because it's free. Why would people go VIP server? So honestly, if you public server, it could be a B tier or a C tier. It really depends. But honestly, I put a D tier because it don't do anything. Because if you're in VIP server, it's very useless. Now we got Pambasaurus, but it gives you Ren mutation or Twisted mutation. It's very good because it's a guarantee, by the way. But it's not guaranteed if you get Twisted. But they can convert it to Twisted, by the way. So it could be really good, especially if you're early to game. But end of the day. But that vending mutation is very easy to get, so I wouldn't say this is very OP pet in the game currently. Now we have Bombasaurus. Bombasaurus is actually the best for growing your size better of the hatching champ to get huge pet in the game. So honestly, I put the S tier. Of a Spinosaurus. Spinosaurus honestly give a all in one, but it don't duplicate pets. But now the T-Rex, honestly, the T-Rex is actually a better version of the Spinosaurus because it spread to the others. But here's the downside. The downside, it could be sent to the worst fruit like tomatoes or maybe carrot. It give a disco carrots. So it's RNG, but if you, the more you have a T-Rex, it can give you more benefits than the Spinosaurus. But the Spinosaurus have more benefits on the all-in-one, the specific pet you want of the fruit to go in the plant. Because that Spinosaurus is slightly better if you are grinding for circles. But T-Rex, if you want to get like so many mutations, is flex on somebody, and that's pretty much for my tier list. So now I'm gonna talk about what is good for the long run. The long run, that's like which one you want to keep forever. For let's say if you're very rich, like let's say you got huge, all huge, right? That's what I'm gonna talk about. But you only have 8 slots, so I'm gonna talk about only about the 3 slots that what you should keep. By the way, Then the rest is all yours, by the way. By the way, the reason why I picked mole instantly because the most problem I see people complain about is sprinklers. You know how hard to get a massive sprinklers? Because people have to wait for the time. Some people have to wait 3 a.m. in the morning. Some people have to wake up at 5 a.m. Because people have to worry about that one sprinklers. The moles will solve your problem, and it's gonna guarantee give you shekels or guarantee give you a gear shop. RNG, by the way. Then we're gonna talk about those three different dogs that you might want to get: Chihuahua dog, lab dog, or regular dog. But the best thing to get the Chihuahua dog is 50%, so it's technically better than the other. But if you don't have that, then it really depends what you want to get. You might want to get giant mole or giant Chihuahua dog. If you cannot get Chihuahua dog, then I recommend getting golden lab, huge golden lab. If you cannot get a huge golden lab, then I really recommend to get the regular dog. Regular dog is 5%, so 5% regular dog, so 10% is golden lab, then 15% is the Chihuahua dog. In that's the best thing to get currently. It don't matter which one you want to pick first, giant mole or the Chihuahua dogs. Then after that, you might want to get hyper carry. What is a hyper carry? Is it give you XP or cooldown. So you might want to get cook owl or Divosaurus or turtle or capybara. That one is hyper carry. Because capybara it give you food reduction and XP, but it's RNG based. But if you don't want an RNG based, maybe you want a turtle, maybe you want red mutation and XP. Or Divosaurus. Divosaurus give you 5 venom spread to 5 different pets. So it gives you cooldown or XP. Or Cook Owl. Cook Owl is guaranteed you to get all your pets, give you XP and food mutation in the game. Or some of you might want to get cooldowns. So it could be Queen Bee, and yeah, that's pretty much it. And hopefully you enjoy it, and hopefully peace out and bye.